Good morning. There's no one we hear yet, but second half of the year is here, guys. Second half of the year is here. News right at the open. The open is choppy again. It did happen to work pretty well, but there was like no follow through or anything. So of course, I wish I traded all my accounts, but I didn't. Let me flip my Bullnox account. Before I forget. It's like this account I don't have to trade anymore. I'll just take a mini. Quick scalpy do. I will make 60 bucks. Why not? Oh man, Tradeify meetup was a lot of fun. We're gonna talk about that in a bit. I hope there's more of those. I really want to go to more of them. It was so cool meeting some of you guys. Yeah, the market. Obviously, I talked to some people yesterday about the opening trade, and they were asking for like tips. And one of the things I said is like, in hindsight, it's like when the market is, when you look at the market right now, right? And especially on the tick chart, if you can't tell where the market opened, like, I don't know which candle right here is the open. And it should be clear. It really should be clear. Like when you look at a chart in hindsight or in history, there should be a 930 candle or a 930 time frame where this just becomes a much bigger range. I mean, 28 points. Who remembers we had 28 points in like seconds? You know, like here on the 30-second chart, you could kind of see it. There's more. You know, it's 27-point candle versus whatever, but still. Powell is speaking, so I don't think it's important. I don't think it's important, guys. Sometimes we have to realize that Powell speaks all the time, and this market moves based on stocks, right? This is the index. So, you know, like Apple and Tesla and Nvidia and all that stuff, the tech market's moving. So it's not, unless it's Powell's doing some kind of big thing, it really, just because he's speaking doesn't really mean much. I think this is either summer trading or all-time highs. I don't know which one it is. I don't remember last year being this slow. Although, who remembers last year? I used to scalp and I used to work out of a trade. I would be in the trade for 2 hours. It would go against me and I would work out of it because there was not enough range to, you know, take me out. So maybe it was like that. I just don't remember. Oh, YouTube names are back to normal. Yeah, I just noticed that. Also with Tradeify, I don't know if you guys know, but if you use code TVT, so Trader TVT, so TV Tradeify, I guess, abbreviation, whatever. You could get one account 50% off. I did not know this was only one account, and luckily I bought straight to funded with it. I was gonna buy one straight to funded just to have skin in the game, and then buy evals, and then it said that the code's exceeded, so it's only one account. And then you use code ALPINE for everything else. So there's gonna be some amazing sales, I guess, this week. So it's gonna be perfect time to grow the army back to like 40 accounts. The hardest one is take profit, which I really need to start working on. I don't know how my take profit wasn't in my copy trader today. Yeah, trade day looks good. Trade day looks really good. Trade day is basically take profit trader. All right, so this is the opening trade. Let's move on to I was in the trade for 10 seconds. This is my Tradeify. So this is copied with Trade Syncer. $22,808 and the 3/4. I never know. I never know how to like activate the. There we go. 20. Yeah, so I even had a better fill than one of these accounts. All right, but how are we gonna trade this, guys? Do I just go back to scalping for now, or like, well, this is why I don't like NQ sometimes. You just gotta switch your strategies all the time, and it's just like, yeah, they're basically a copycat of, and I think that's why Take Profit went with 40% off as well. You know, like I did not see Take Profit going to 30% off. I mean, 40% off again, because they haven't had it in a long time, and they did. Yeah, exactly, RRS. Like I used to scalp the ranges. I used to live for the ranges, guys. I used to hate trending markets. And like I used to trending markets, and now I don't know how to trade ranges, and it's crazy. When I trade ranges, I can't use stops. Otherwise, I'll mess it up. So maybe I'll dedicate an eval or something for it just to practice. But that's 3 days in a row on the opening range trade that I won. So getting a little confidence back. Trade that works in QUANTOWER, yes, but only limited. Platform X in QUANTOWER is not 100%. I have a Top Step account that we could actually test how well Project X is doing. Although I didn't update my QUANTOWER. I would have to update it. Oh, I like this. Okay, I'm gonna take the next pullback. Not on this account though. Yeah, first pullback, second pullback here. It's a little high up, but I do like this momentum. Okay, didn't get filled, thankfully. I'm going with 2 contracts instead of like 3 or 4 like I did yesterday, just so I could add right here if I need to. Yeah, it sweeps it just enough to get me in. See if it continues. Black Magic, there's a couple differences. Like the way you could request the payout's a little bit different. Like it's 250 minimum for a payout on trade day. Versus on Take Profit, you could take out $2 if you want. It's 3 accounts only. It's not 6 accounts, guys. It's 3 accounts. Come on, baby. Go up. Do have VWAP right there in the moving average, so struggling a little bit, but there's some kind of momentum, like you could see in the candle movement, that it's pretty strong right now. We did have a little nice sweep down to the lows or underneath the range. 12 points below the range, so maybe like, come on. Not asking for too much, just 40 points. 40 ticks. Hit it. Are you kidding me? Why you have to make me suffer? Got it. I didn't know I was ICT, guys. I did not know I was ICT. that I create resistance levels with my sell orders. Unbelievable. I think there's a fair value gap somewhere here. No? Yeah? Yeah, it's gonna hit it. It's gonna hit it. I have faith. If not, that's gonna suck. Well, I was 100% sure that I was gonna hit my take profit. And now it's pulling back and giving me a lot of thoughts. Come on. Very annoying. Here's the plugin. That's the summary. You could use code ALPINE for $25 off. I don't get any. I'm not affiliated with them, but it's just the Discord promo. Fuck, guys. This is annoying. Oh my God. I can't believe that. I just went through so much drawdown just because it would miss me by what? 2 ticks? 3 ticks? But at least we have some trap levels here, so hopefully we could trap and add and actually have a bigger winner. We got Jolt to 10. Can you during the news? Yes. If I'm in a trade like this and news happens, and you could trade. Calling me like back to back. Sure. Sure, there's an iPhone order under my name. Okay, let's see if there's a trap. I guess I'm gonna hold through the news at this point. Only one account, so can't stress. Can't stress that too much. It'll be nice to be in 2 contracts when the news hits, but the news could be a dud too. Got 45 seconds. Of course, the trap isn't pulling back today. Oh, maybe no. Come on. Spike it up. This combo's big movement. Bring it on. I'm ready for it. I'm even gonna add one more here. Are you serious? Again, missed me by a tick. Dude, why is there so much resistance up here? Jesus. I haven't heard anyone complain about Apex Trade of 8. Anyone has issues with Apex Trade of 8? Let me see my Discord says anything. It's crazy I didn't get filled right there. That's unbelievable. Oh my God, this Indian lady keeps calling me. Can you please stop calling? What's okay? What's my last name on the order? Uh-oh. Remember, guys, when the data got leaked? I think I just got... So she had my last name and my credit card number. She had my credit card last 4 digits. And that credit card I only use with prop firms. I use it for, like, I think, gym membership. And that's about it. And Optimum, internet. I don't know why I have it on that card, but. Well, with the credit card, you could always dispute the charges. Debit cards are the ones you have to worry about. But I can't believe, I just can't believe this is happening. 3 ticks. Twice. I'm actually going to lock my card for now. So I'm going to trade it my old school way. See if we could do it the old school way. So I'll just keep adding, keep selling, keep adding, keep selling, and eventually it might turn. A little annoying that I sold so early. Could have gotten a little bit more out of it. But right now it's selling off, so that's not good. I feel like I'm caught underwater. So I got to find a way to maybe sell this, sell this for, that would mean I would have to add more. But we'll see what happens. Trying to lock my credit card just in case. That was strange. What do you mean? Oh man, that's annoying that I get, of course I get the wrong side of the move. Always, always, always. Why did I bother? If you're just tuning in, I missed my take profit right here, and right here. 3 times I missed it by a couple of ticks. It's insane how bad your luck could be sometimes. But my name is ICT Junior, and I create liquidity, and I create resistance. I placed my order right there, and they said, nope, this guy is not selling his orders. I really got to go back to just doing 22 ticks. I don't know why I went for 40 ticks. Really, just puts it sucks when you make 22 ticks and it goes, but like this sucks even more. This should be a nice easy green trade, and now I'm fighting it. Only down 400, but hopefully it goes back to the highs. Obviously, I'll sell before there. Wait, Top Step doesn't support Rhythmic anymore? No way. If Top Steps gets away from Rhythmic, then that's bad. I'm green on this account. Holy shit. I didn't hear that. I know they got rid of Tradeify. They can't get rid of Rhythmic. No way. If they get a rhythmic, they're dumb. Is that confirmed? Okay, up 700. If Top Step is gonna get rid of rhythmic, then they're just trying to, like Kane said, they're trying to just go backwards and control the spreads and control the slippage, and it's not a good look. And control their costs because Top Step owns Platform X. Maybe not 100%, but they have ownership in it. I actually like Top Step X. I have no huge complaints. Like I never noticed huge slippage. I've actually noticed positive slippage of anything, especially like news trading. Oh my god, how did I get filled like that? I hit sell and look what I got filled. Jesus. How much did I miss out on? 10 points? 15? 15 points. Surprisingly, I didn't lose any drawdown. How did I not lose any drawdown? I should have lost some drawdown. Maybe that price just didn't even register. All right, that's pretty good. We'll do that again on another account. I like this. I like this style of trading. This is how I used to make most of my money. It's not ideal on Apex though. If any other prop firm is better than Apex. But I don't really have a choice. But I still gotta trade my Take Profit Trader eval. And I'm waiting for a payout on 2 Apex accounts. If I get approved, I'll be so happy. Put me at 56 grand. Yeah, they're not gonna ban you from the platform if you're already trading with it. That would be crazy. But I had plans with Top Step. I want to get back with Top Step, and I was on my way until the last week stuff happened. But I gotta use Rhythmic. Do I have any Top Step evals? I just had a rebill on Top Step, and I don't know which account it was. I also did trade obviously with Tradeify, so that's what sucks. I can't show everything on P&L wise on the stream, so gotta figure that out somewhere. But I did talk to Brett yesterday about Rhythmic. I'm like, bro, we need Rhythmic. Like, Rhythmic hasn't had any issues in a long time. Like, you'll open up like another, set of clients or customers that want Rhythmic. Because DX feed, I feel like it's not that good. DX feed is not very user friendly. If with copy trading and with even like how you select contracts and stuff, it's just not user friendly. I don't like it. Yeah, he said that he didn't like Rhythmic is because they had issues, right? But now they're not having issues. I'm thinking about taking this long because of this. If this holds, even though I should be looking for a long at the bottom of the range. But yeah, it's I told them like obviously with TradeSyncer I'm able to trade with them and whatnot, so it's better. But I was so busy, like they had like an interview set up, like in the upstairs at the place. I don't know what it was, but I think they did like a 60-second interview, and I literally did not even go up there because I had no time. It was the craziest how 4 hours could go by so fast. Like it was 3 hours, but it went by so fast. I was there almost for 4 hours. Me, Joey Morgan, and a couple like of our viewers were hanging out there. Like we were the last people to leave. It was me, Joey Morgan, Tanya, Rake Trades. Those are the only YouTubers I knew, and there was a couple other. I don't know if they're YouTubers, but there were some decent Twitter traders with decent following. Yep, you left early. Yeah, Tanya was there. I didn't talk to Tanya. She must have been getting pulled in every direction. Wow. Something's happening. What did Powell say? Nope, I did not talk to Rick. I've never talked to him ever, like on social media, so he wouldn't know who I am. I was just getting approached later, like, back and forth. So it was just, I just like, I forget who told me that. I was standing in the same spot and people were just coming to me. And then at the end, I talked to Brett a little bit. Brett was also busy. Like, it was hard. Like, I would like to have a meeting, like, with Brett. It was a lot of fun. I really hope... He said he's going to do more of these. I really hope he does. Even if I have to travel, I'll still do it. It's fun. It's like you don't do it, like you're not going to gain, like, followers or anything. It's just a very organic, like, people that really want to... everyone that came up to me, I asked them about their trading and stuff. And, there's some profitable traders, some that were just trying to figure out the game. There were some full-time traders there. There was people that trade my ORB there. It was really interesting and a lot of fun. I just wish I did that interview, but time was like this. I didn't even eat. there was food and I just didn't even look. There was just no time. Yeah, I don't really do shorts right now. I don't really do shorts right now. I feel very confident in longs. So I like to see a big sell-off to go long. So like right now, instead of looking for a short, I'm actually looking for a long. Now we have a two-legged pullback here. So I'm going to go long right above this high. But this time I am not going to go for much more than... But we sell off, we sell off. The food was amazing. I saw lamb chops and that's my favorite food. I forgot who was eating lamb chops, but... So I actually got there pretty early. I didn't know people were gonna be there already, so I should have went there earlier. But I got to the city pretty early, and I actually went to the 9/11 memorial because it was close by, 5-minute walk. And I have never been. I live very close to it, but I've never been. It's pretty incredible. Let's see if we could get a bounce here. If we don't get a bounce here, then this could definitely break the range. Well, still got the lows. Still got the lows, but it's looking heavier. Oh, Ike was there too. I don't know if you guys know who Ike is, but he was at the BDH. He's on Twitter. Funny guy. Like, I didn't get to meet like more than half the people. It was a lot of people, and it's like the first time you're doing it. You don't even know, like, it's just so difficult when people know you and you don't know them, you know? It's like, Alpine, Alpine from every direction. What's going on, man? Oh, ride back was so smooth. We stayed all the way till the end, right? Yeah, I gotta show you a picture of when I played soccer. I used to have number 9 and number 11. So like when I was younger and I couldn't get 9 because someone else took it, I took 11. And like my My AOL username was Christian R9. Ronaldo, baby. So that was cool. What do I think about ETF? Yeah, I'm looking for a long as well. ETF, I think, is decent. I got to pay out with them, and I'm working on a couple more. I actually have one more account I got to activate, which is what I'm going to do after this trade. Let's see if this is a trap short. But yeah, I'm working on another elite trader funding payout. They have some strict rules. I talked about that with a couple people yesterday. They have some strict rules, but you gotta be okay with them because they're clearly laid out. It's not like with bull knocks right now, there's like a hidden rule with flipping. Not a hidden rule, but discretionary rules, which I don't like. Doesn't affect me because I trade the same way. But some people don't trade the same way every day. They got rid of like the trading rules, but like they have a consistency rule, but it's like an inverse consistency rule. So like if you want to have a big day, from your biggest day of your in the payout window, in order for the other days to count as a trading day, there have to be 23% or more. So the easiest math is like if you have $1,000 day, right? Or I could show you with my account. So I made $1,300 today, right? So what is 23% of 1,300? It's $300, $299. So $300. So anything under $300 will not count as a trading day towards the payout. So you have to trade for 8 to 10 days. First payout is 8 days. Second, third payouts are 10 days. So let's see if this longs works. It's probably going to shoot right through because I'm going for a smaller target. Let me move it up. This one's, the location is a lot better of this one than the one up here, right? This could go easily to 795. I just hope I'm not making the same mistake. So far I am. So far I made the same mistake I did before. I had my target, would have been filled, but I moved it up. But yeah, so you have, you have to trade for 8 days, and any day that's under $300 is not going to count towards that. Yeah, big mistake right there. I'm very confident in the bounce, and now I'm getting killed. But we have a trap right here, so I'm going to take that long. If this falls apart, it looks very heavy. Yeah, fuck. I have to cut this. Oh, yeah, I got to cut it. Very unfortunate that I really thought it was going to go higher. My target would have been filled. I got to cut it though. 30% is like right there. So stupid. Greed got me on that one. Yeah, I'm not changing long bias, no. But also, I mean, like, you gotta trade your own, you know. Don't create biases for other people. Okay? If there's anything that you'll learn from me, is like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, and you shouldn't be telling anyone what you think, because it doesn't matter what you think. Let them decide for themselves. Like, you trade, you do well, great. But don't, like, I had to take a break from streaming. Like, this is way different now than it was then. But when I had a rough time trading, I had to take some time off from stream because people were telling me what to do, and I would follow it, or I would hesitate on my own trades. So someone that has low confidence, what you say to them will impact them. So if someone wants to be short biased right now, they're winning. There's no reason not to be short biased, right? I'm not gonna tell you not to be short biased. I don't like short. I don't short. So for me, I'm playing alongside. But if you like the shorts, there's no reason not to, right? This is right now, it's bearish. And we're actually getting some volatility, which is nice to see. And I was up $350 and I didn't take it. My own fault. Was supposed to take it and I didn't. So that's how the game goes. Maybe we'll get a second re-entry. I use Elite Trader Funding, Apex, Bullnox, Tradeify, Take Profit, even though I don't have any funded with Take Profit right now. Elite Trader Funding is just solid overall for now. They haven't had any issues lately. They changed a lot of things, so they're on the rebuild or rebrand. I trade with them. Do I recommend them? That's gonna be up to you. I don't have a code or anything like that. Yeah, so far very weak. The more we sell off, the better though for a bounce. Yeah, those are all good. Blue Guardian I never used or even heard of, but Top Step My Funded Futures, great. I'm gonna go get my caffeine. Be right back. Also, the bouncer, the bouncer was funny. When he saw my ID, he's like, what? He's like, you look good, man. He couldn't believe my age. Blue Guardian is similar to Top Step. Really? Like multiple accounts? I would love to, maybe one day. No, it's not. I would have to get back into the gym first. I would get injured. I mean, 3 fund is not bad. How many people were at the event? It's hard to say. I thought it was like around 100. And there was some plus, like, some people brought their significant others. Yeah, a lot of people left earlier too. Not a lot of people stayed all the way till the end. I was enjoying my Allagash. What do you got out of it except building relationships? Nothing. It's what it's about. It's just there's really not much to get out of stuff like that unless you're like if you're a beginner. Obviously for me it was like people were interviewing me more than I was interviewing a lot of people as well. Asking questions about their trading and how things are going. It was just to get to know people. It wasn't like an educational event or anything like that. Yeah, it's a networking event. There's some people that didn't know who I was. So I got a couple new follows, and like I don't trade with Tradeify a lot. But a lot of the people that were there, they're not like big on social media either. Like they don't like watch a lot of streams is what I mean. Like they just do their thing, and I'm gonna go say hello to Tradeify TV if they're still streaming. Oh, they're not streaming today, are they? Oh, they are. Damn, this sell-off is pretty strong. Oh man. Is anyone short? But see what I'm saying? This is a perfect example. This is exactly what happens. Today I was ready to trade the range markets. I've been giving up on it for, last few days. We had a range day. I'm like, I don't know how to trade it. Whatever, like I'm not gonna do it. And today I was deciding to, you know what? One account at a time, let's start playing the range. And look what happens. The range is not there anymore. All of a sudden it's a trending day. How is that possible? You know? How is it possible that all of a sudden when I'm ready to trade a range, the market becomes trend? And this is what makes trading so difficult. And you can't explain it to anyone. But I like to sell off because I think there'll be a bounce. Yes. Yeah, ES is still like in this area. But I'm still gonna take my two-legged pullback. I just hope it gives it to me. Fuck. Why? Why are we bouncing with no pullback now, huh? Your money is making money. Interest payment came in. Okay, here's the first pullback. It still might not be the... So once again, guys, just a reminder, I believe it's still going on. Code TVT on Tradeify will give you one account at 50% off. It's a pretty good deal. Yeah, so unfortunately with Take Profit, I've heard some issues with new users. I created an account to buy an account. So you didn't get like the option to log in yet? That's I thought that was instant. Am I planning to take that long? Yes. However, I still need to get I would need to see break of these highs first. Because right now we could still make new lows. But if we get above 720, let's say to like 730, we pull back a little bit, I'll take the long. But I wouldn't mind seeing some kind of like panic from the long side first. There's a guy talking on Tradeify TV talking about how if you trade and you follow your rules and you lose, you shouldn't be angry. Which is a good point, but it's so much easier to say that than to do it. And it's okay to if it happens once or twice, but once it happens 3, 4, 5 times, then you're like, yep. When I lost on my opening range trade, didn't care. But when I lost in my opening range trade because I chased, because I missed the fill on the initial move, and then I blew the account. I was very pissed at myself. Can we go directly to Pro Plus account on Take Profit Trader? Only if you have already been to a Pro Plus account. Is Tesla down a lot? I'm pretty heavily invested in Tesla. Let's see how much I'm down. Not heavily, but oh yeah, Tesla's down 6%. I'm still up on Tesla overall. Apple is up 1.5. Yeah, Jason, that's me. I mean, I had it long here for 25 ticks or whatever it was, and I moved it up, and now I regret it. Now I took a huge loss when it should have been an easy win. It's crazy how ES is trying to push up a little bit. I also met some people that trade gold, especially when the market's at all-time highs. They trade gold, and All right, new lows. That's why I like the two-legged pullback, because it doesn't put me into a trade like this. You know, I mean, if I wasn't waiting for the two-legged pullback, I would be in already. Looks like we are having a looks like it's gonna be a pretty heavy day. So when I go long, I don't know if I'm gonna hold. I have to be careful with that. Jason, I'm not gonna complain about this market because the problem is the market changed today. Yes, it's not a range day. It's not a slow day. It's actually moving. So I'm not gonna complain about it, even though I lost, because I was ready to trade the freaking range, and of course the range breaks, right? Like if you look at, you know, like I thought this was gonna bounce here, and of course it didn't. Oh, my landscaper is calling. Hello. All right, I'm gonna get ready. Two pullbacks. Let's see. Yeah, the volume in ATR is pretty good today, so I am not gonna complain. Even though I would prefer this to be a long bias market, but at the same time, I don't like buying the market when it's going up. I prefer to buy it when it's doing this. However, this is a very steady sell-off. That's telling me that the bottom could easily have not been found yet. There hasn't been any panic. And every time it does this, guess what? It traps more longs. The longs that are trying to find the bottom, you know, they might get stopped out or they might be holding. So eventually they might give up and it goes even lower. But I am going to wait for a two-legged pullback. So we're above the moving average. We had the first pullback here. So now we go above that pullback high, and then second pullback would be right there, and then go long, and hopefully you could at least reach like the 200 moving average. Yes, Christopher, it's always one day to pass, to my knowledge. Am I trading tomorrow? Yes. Why wouldn't I be? I'm not trading Friday. I don't know if the market's open at all on Friday. Is the futures market open for half a day or no? I'm not. I am not going to be trading it. That's for sure. All right, here's the second pullback. Stay red. There we go. See what happens here. Okay, so I am in. Kind of slow. Let's see, like, I already got my 20 ticks. So if I would have just taken the profit on the last trade, look how good my day would be. You know, it's so annoying. This is a good trade for like 20. Like sometimes it really goes, but it really should be, you know, another 25 tick trade. So it's a high win ratio. Yeah, ES is shooting, so I feel good about this. Might even add one more. Yeah, ES is really ripping. I'm actually not going to add because I want to have room for a pullback. And we don't really need that much. Yeah, we can make $2,000 on this. Definitely got to watch for the previous swing lows. So anything like that. These are interesting levels to watch for. See if this holds. Does not seem like it wants to hold. I got to stop out. I'll stop out the lows there. You always re-enter, but already over 30%. Slightly. Okay, this account's donezo. Yeah, it's a very bearish day today. Very bearish day today. Kind of makes me want to go short now. But this could be the panic that I've been talking about. Have one more chance. Have one more chance on this. What happened? I don't know. Something's going on with Tesla, I think. I don't know. That's what someone said. But Tesla is down a lot today. Tesla is down a lot. But this sell-off is pretty wild. This was like the panic I just talked about, like having that panic. And I'm going to activate my Elite Trader funding account just to have it ready. Okay, I'm gonna take it again. But see, my credit card went through. Once the credit card is saved in the prop firm, the payment still went through even though it's locked. Yeah, I don't know what is going on. This is pretty wild stuff. I haven't seen this in a few days. Definitely need to be in check, guys. Gotta be in check. We can't be doing too much damage on days like this. 1 or 2 accounts is okay, but don't let it spill into other accounts. I don't know what the news is. Good thing I stopped out. But see, like, look, I'm down $3,400 instead of being up 22 ticks there and 22 ticks here. Like, if I just take my $100 per contract, I am green. I'm green $500 or so on this account. It's crazy how a little bit of greed and you get punched. He's frozen. Yeah, I was frozen. I'm just frozen with this price action. But I like it. I like this price action because we need some volatility in this damn market. So bring it on. I just don't know if we're going to get a bounce today. That's the problem. If we don't get a bounce, then this account's going to be... It's going to be resting in peace. unfortunately. Maybe I'll save my 150K accounts for opening range trade and do 50Ks intraday. Maybe that should be the play, but I don't know. I am so tempted to short. Something's going on, you know? Like just when you think there's a bottom, the bottom is not there. Keeps going lower. But we do have this support there, so I am definitely going to look closely at the 600s. Okay, first pullback, I'm going to take it. It's probably not ideal in this market. I think I need to see some kind of let's see what happens. Definitely greed got to me today, but that's because it's the 150K account. Look how violent the red candles are. All right, so let's see if the 600s hold. Again, big support area here. But will it actually hold? It held last time. Let's see if it holds today. We break above 615. Next first pullback, I'll buy. Okay, any pullback now, any red candle, and I'll buy. Come on, stay red, stay red, stay red. Don't turn green. Sometimes last second it will turn green. See? We'll send it. Let's see what happens. Would need a massive win here to save this account. But let's see first if I could get my 21 ticks. There it goes. Yeah, so like 21 ticks I could get, you know, 343. I gotta stick to that. Three, 4, 3. Just I got greedy on the first two. I might get greedy on this one too, but this time I'm trying to save the account. I'm trying to just get patient. I talked about that yesterday with a few people. People asked me like, if there's one thing like that I wish I could improve on myself, that is holding winners. I just can't do it, no matter what the situation is. So hopefully, right now I could do it. Up 1,000. Only 2 to go. Next pullback, and then I'll add one more. Damn. She's a goner. Come on. Go, go, go. $7.17. I don't know about that. That'll be nice. I'll add one more if it makes new highs. If it breaks these, I'll add one more for continuation. Up 18, 17, up 1,800. Imagine we could make 3 grand on this trade. Nice PHC. Keep it going. Come on, baby. I'm going to take most of it off right there, but I should probably trail it more than have a target, because you never know how high it could go. But at the same time, it's going to need a pullback. So I would rather sell and then maybe add. So far, this ad is not going according to plan, but right where my entry is right now is a trap. See, being up $2,000 when you're down so much, it doesn't seem like anything crazy. But if I was up $2,000 or $2,300 on a single trade, if I'm like, you know, on a fresh account, you know, if I'm actually up $2,500 right now, I'll be taking it off. I'll be shaking. Yes, I'm using tick charts. Come on, hit the target there, please. Don't tease me. There we go. Come on. Wow. Woo. That was a sick trade. That's the type of trades I need more often, but again, not when I'm down. Now we're going to hold one and see if we can make some money with it. Damn, now I would be green. Holy shit. See, I talked about it. I talked about it here. Like, see how this sell-off is here? Like, we have this sell-off, but we don't have any, like, panic. Right? It's like selling off, selling off. Here, it trapped longs. It did a panic move. Right? This was straight panic. Here, it started to slowly grind down. And then it reversed. But this panic sell-off right there was like the... That was like the indicator of reversal. And obviously, we also have... The reason why I took that trade is also the support here. And now... We're down 60 bucks on the day. Then I'll be hella green on this account. I would be so green if I didn't sell. I knew I should have trailed it by a candle. See, it's always like that, though. It's always like that. You trail it, and it's going to pull back. You don't trail it, and you try to sell into strength, and it keeps going. You know, so it's hard to be satisfied with trading like that. Because it's always going to do the, the opposite. Yeah, I was a 150K account, and I was down $3,500 on it. Now I am green or break even. Still holding one contract. Someone called out 717 on Reality. So it looks like a possibility now. Will I hold it that long? I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting into like into like pretend I'm not in the trade right now and just try to focus on the new setup and new entry. Just in case if it shoots up. Okay, it's finding some resistance up here. Can this trap? Can this have a shallow trap here? I want to add right here. It's holding. I'm going to add. Might as well. Again, gotta practice my weaknesses. Okay, probably not a good idea. Or maybe a great idea, but gotta, nope. This doesn't hold. Nope, this is not holding. That's not a good sign. I'm gonna get rid of the ad. Uh-oh. It fooled me. Oh well. I was in 3 contracts and I added 1 to a winner in this account, in this trade, but my sizing varies. One email from Apex. Come on, give me the second one. Second best month ever. Approved. Oh, yes. Giveaway today is a giveaway. $56,000, matching my best month, second best month ever. But I am gonna call it the second best month ever because right now we have safety net and we have a lot more rules. So when I made it last time, it was much easier. Oh, I am so pumped. Oh. Come on, let's make this a squeeze and make this day even better. Oh, feels so good. All this hard work. It's just funny how it could have been so much more if I didn't have my last week's mishaps. But obviously today's July 1st, but I counted for June because that's when I request my payouts, and that's when I've always, that's the way I've always counted, because it's much easier to backtrack with Apex. Like going on your payouts page, it tells you when you requested, not when you got approved. So when I request on June 30th, it's a June payout. And that puts me at 56,000 and 152,000. This trade is kind of getting out of control again. See if we could just get this to green. Do I have a code, or Jim does? Wow, Top Step is backpedaling their fuck up, huh? Let's take advantage of it. But it's only for new users? Well, so it's not gonna... I can't do it. Wow, I am gonna burn this account after all, huh? After all, I made a mistake of being greedy yet again. See how it works? Maybe not. Maybe it'll come back. But sold too soon and then I got greedy. Fuck. Always that. Always that. But I'm not gonna let this. I just got approved. Whatever. Not gonna. I'm just trying to practice right now. Practice mode, baby. Gotta practice my patience. And I try and I try and I try and it never works. Maybe one day it will pay off. But right now, had patience, had room to go higher. Consolidated here, thought it was gonna go higher. It didn't. So, not gonna. If it was like up here at resistance and stuff, then maybe. But here I thought it still had room to go. So we're just gonna keep adding DCA action a little bit. Gonna have to probably cut it and re-add. I'm gonna have to cut it so we don't break the 30% drawdown rule. Ah, what a shame. I had one of my best trades ever right there. That was one of my best trades ever, and I just ruined it. I tried to send it for a true home run, grand slam. I had a home run, but I wanted a grand slam, and let's see if we could retest the lows and do it again. When does Bullnox withdraw from your account? On Tuesday night. So tonight, after close. Fuck, guys, I ruined so much right there. Tough day. I was so green. It's not over yet. As long as this volatility stays, I can make it all back. Trumpers talking. Come on, Trump, say something good. I would have been so green if I didn't sell this. Holy shit. Oh, I would have had my $1,000 day and called it on that account. The mistakes I've made today on this account are just destined for it to get destroyed. One mistake after the next, after the next. Oh, we're still in the game. I mean, this account's fine. If I just didn't trade it today and I full send it tomorrow on the ORB and it wins, I'm going to make back. I would make back all of it, actually. No, not all of it. I could do 8 contracts. So I'll make like 1,000. But we could retest the lows. That's going to be good. Okay, that's going to be a good thing because this is going to be a double bottom here and maybe we'll get a bounce again like this. And now I just got to make back 1,700 instead of 3,700. So I still made $2,000 on this trade, guys. Let's not forget that, okay? I already forgot it. Just had to remind myself. I just made $2,000 on this trade. Even though I lost huge here, I still made a lot of profit. But sometimes losing unrealized profit feels worse than an actual loss. It's weird how it works. Mohammed, yes, I sent them the email. You should, I'll let you know when they, you're definitely going to have the account in an hour or so. Sorry, yesterday I left and I never got to send it. Plus, I wasn't sure if that was your email for Take Profit, so I didn't want to mess that up. But yeah, apparently if you don't have a Top Step account and you want to try it, they have 90% off, 99% off. Okay, that's the first pullback. I'll much more rather see it at the lows here, but I'm gonna take it anyway. See if I could get a second pullback here. The top take profit sale shouldn't end anytime soon, but make sure if you're gonna talk to them, do it this way. Email them. But so what is the actual issue? When you sign up, you don't get the credentials to log into the website to buy accounts, or it's you buy accounts and you don't get the credentials to log into a platform. Come on, don't fill me in. Please go lower. I want this to retest these lows at 600 again. They must be slammed. Top Step, I don't think you need a code. Maybe there's a code on Top Step TV, but I don't know. There's no Bullnox sale. Bullnox has 83% off, which I don't recommend. Code ALPINE 83. I don't recommend. Unless you really want or need an account with them. Yeah, 90% is better. If anyone wants to use my code for Take Profit, because people keep using Alpine and that's not my code. So I got to put that in there. Still hasn't retested the lows. I'm gonna take it long, I think. I'm gonna stick to it. Is tick still legit? Yeah, I'm gonna try them because they took out the scalping rule, so I'm gonna actually try them once I rebuild. But I still got a long way to rebuild from where I was like last week, 2 weeks ago. A long ways to go. Okay, if I did my 20 ticks, I'll be out, and that's 4 for 4. 4 trades, 20 ticks, 2-legged pullback, worked every time. I just got greedy, and that's why I'm red. I need this market to stay. But yeah, once I rebuild, so I'm gonna rebuild with obviously Apex. I gotta rebuild with Take Profit. I'm still good with Bull and Ox. I have 3 accounts with them, so that's fine. I gotta rebuild with Tradeify, Lucid. Lucid I don't have to rebuild. I just gotta rebuy. Lucid is a straight to funded, so we have non-farm payroll on Thursday. I am going to be full sending Tradeify accounts on that. The goal is gonna be to pass 4 150K accounts with Tradeify. Definitely want to try Trade Day. Trade Day is very like Take Profit Trader now. I wish if I was fully loaded with Take Profit Trader, I might even reset the account, guys. It's $440 to reset. I don't know if I should. I feel like I'm just wasting my time by not resetting, and that's only 1 payout, right? Or maybe they just did it for a little bit. What is the 2-legged pullback that you mentioned? It's just a system that I use to find reversals. I use it on the tick chart. And what I mean by that is when the market's dropping, like I don't just buy the first pullback and then go long, right? I don't do that. I wait for the second pullback and then I'll go long above it. So like here we have a pullback, right? And I didn't buy this breakout, right? This was the second one. This was a pullback. This needed to hold, and I would go long right here. So that's what I do, and it kind of avoids most of the time, and avoids the big losses. But it's a scalp trade. Like see, like here it worked. So I had 1 pullback. Here's a second micro pullback. I went long, but unfortunately here I got greedy. And then I stopped out for a big loss. I did the same thing here, right? So look at this. Pullback, second pullback. I went long. Got my 40 ticks or close to it. And I want a little bit more. My target is 25 ticks, okay? That's what I trade with my opening range trade. I do, 25, 26, 27 ticks. And look how much money. I made $56,000 in June. And most of it, right, is from a 25 tick trade. So that just shows you the power of how much money you could actually make with just consistent 25 tick trades. So here, I don't know why I'm getting greedy. I think it's because the fresh account doesn't have a balance. So making like 400 bucks on this doesn't feel like satisfactory trade. But look, why do I need to trade only one trade, right? I could have taken it here, but this is hindsight, and hindsight's much easier. Could have taken it here, could have taken it here, could have taken it here, and I could have won on all of them. Could have won on all of them and be very green on this account versus now I'm fighting. I guess this was a beautiful trade right here. See, two-legged pullback. Again, this is just something I came up with. It helps me, you know, I avoid these first pullbacks and try to get in and get dumped on. It gives me a little bit of confirmation. So how did I find this? Why was my entry here? When we, you know, when this makes a new high, this pulls back, goes up, pulls back, and then right there I put my long. And there was even a little bit of a trap right here too, because when this pulled back here, it did make a little bit of a new high. So that was a pretty sweet setup. Plus we had support. The location is the most important thing of all of it. The location, right? If we zoom out, like the 600 level was a perfect spot to buy. And I think we're going to retest the lows before we go higher. But I hope that we just go higher. What's the stop loss? That's up to you, you know. For me, if it was up to me, I would not use a stop loss. Like I would use like a stop loss that's like pretty much like I you know, the way I did it just now. You know, I lost $1,600 or $1,500 on each trade, but I wouldn't have lost if I went for 25 ticks. That's the problem. So it's a very high win ratio. That's the only way to do it. If you're gonna have a very negative reward to risk, you need to have a very, very high win ratio. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. That's why I'm trying to dial this in so that way I could use it on multiple accounts. And I did it in May. In May, I was doing this so well. I was literally going on like a 2-week streak where I couldn't lose a trade. And I was in the trades for like, you know, 10, 20 seconds. I tried the traps on the 1 minute, and what I've noticed is a lot of times there will be like a bounce like this, and I will not get my entry. So someone mentioned ticks, and I looked it up. I took a look, and I actually love it now. I'll never go back to 1 minute chart for my entries. Right here, if I did a two-legged pullback, my entry probably would be here. 1 and 2. I mean, you could count this as a pullback maybe, and then this would be our entry. But let's see how that's 654. Is that the same? No. So that where my ad is, that would be on the one. This would be my first entry on the 1 minute. That's where my ad was. So see how much lower I was in. So that's why I use tick charts. It's faster. But again, it's just preference. I use ticks, but there's a difference between using like a 2000 tick chart and a 500. 500 tick, when there's a volatility like this, look, from the high, right? From this high here, once it started to sell off, to the bottom here, we had how many points? 88 points. And we made 10 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles really. Versus on 1 minute, we had 2 candles, maybe 3 candles. So it's 3 times faster when there's high volatility. But when there is a range, the tick charts are actually slower. So it's based on like volume. The ES is still going higher. Come on, NQ, follow through. Okay, if we could get to 200 likes, we'll do a giveaway. I tried an eval with Trade Day. I haven't gotten funded yet. Huh. Aerobic fitness. That's the toughest fitness. I don't care what anyone says. Weightlifting is so much easier than aerobic fitness. Are you a fitness instructor? Come on, man. Go up. Very nice. I went to school for exercise physiology. For over 50. I did cardiac rehab for an internship for 3 months or 4 months. So it was rehab for patients with open heart surgeries. It was pretty cool. PT, no. I wanted to be a physician assistant. Do I still wait after 10 to trade? That was never, I think you got someone mixed up. I don't think I've ever had that rule. At least I can't remember. But no. Most of my money is made in the first half hour for sure. Oh, you had a major stroke? Did they find like any cause for it? Did I trade Asia? No. Well, I hope you're doing okay. See, guys, this is what I talk about. I talk about this all the time. All this beef on the internet, on Twitter, you know, in chat sometimes. It's like just enjoy life, man. Like, You just never know. Oh, smoking. Yeah, I drink a lot of energy drinks. So so my caffeine intake is high. But like it's 12 o'clock and how many grams of caffeine? Milligrams? 160 milligrams. You know, so I drink one like that over 4 hours. I don't know if that's bad. Looks like it's going to retest the lows after all. Why did I leave healthcare? Because it taught me that I should really follow my dreams, or at least try. Healthcare was fun, but it wasn't like my true passion, you know? Like I wanted to have a good career, stable career, and medicine was something I thought I would enjoy. And I was an EMT for 6 years, and after like 6 years, I was kind of feeling that it wasn't for me. Not even after 6, after like 4 years already. I was trying to push through it, but then I was like, you know what? Let me just try going full-time into the DJ business, see how it goes. I made enough to sustain it, and there was a lot more room to grow. So I was like, you know what? Let me just try full-time, and then I went full-time. And never looked back. And then I found trading after that. And my dad had a valve replacement surgery in his heart. So same thing. He's like a health freak now. He yells at me all the time. He yells at my mom. My mom's a baker. She loves to bake. So if she ever uses like too much sugar or something, or if like, you know, if my mom's cooking and then she'll add, let's say, I don't know, like in gravy, you add flour or whatever, right? To make it like thicker, certain like meats. Like my dad's like, why would you do that? It's like, what's the point of it? You know, like we could get away without flour. Or like adding heavy cream to soup. So my dad's a big health freak. Yeah, it tastes better, but like, you know, like I've gained so much weight this year or like over the last year. I've never been this heavy. Like literally I had to buy all new clothes. That's how bad it got. I am 182 pounds. Yeah, old school also didn't have to worry about it as much. The food back then was so much healthier, you know? The food is so unhealthy now. Like anything processed is so bad in the US. A lot of the foods that we have are banned in other countries. Like I go to a Polish store, like like I don't know, not a grocery store, but like a Polish like deli or whatever, and like you look at the drinks, like Fanta, for example. It's like a big difference. Like if you look at the color of Fanta and the ingredients, it's crazy. All right, can we get this to go finally? Pick on me. You could pick on me. You know you can. I get a chuckle out of it. I still believe in 50-cent coffee. Oh, so yesterday on the way to Tradeify, Corey, I had to pee so bad, and so I stopped at Dunkin' Donuts and I bought a coffee because I hate using the bathroom and not buying anything. And it was like 95 degrees, so I don't drink iced coffee, so I bought hot coffee, and I'm like, I'm not gonna drink hot coffee right now. So yeah, I bought a coffee and I didn't drink it. Even though I like Dunkin' coffee. French vanilla. It was just too hot. But yeah, the Tradeify meetup, if you're just tuning in, it was a lot of fun. Of course, I don't take any pictures because I'm, like Joey Morgan was taking pictures, so he should have a bunch. There was a photographer there, so he's gonna have a bunch. But like, I didn't take any. I took one picture, one selfie. I'm just terrible with content. Wait, did I lose my Phidias account? Or do I still have my Phidias account? Or did I not log into it? I am logged into it. Wait, did I lose my Phidias account? I'm trying to remember like what happened to my Phidias account. I used to have one. I don't even remember if I lost it or not. So bad. Phidias prompt. I just realized now that it's gone. I might have lost it. I don't know how much size I was using on it. No, I have one. So where is it? Oh, we're back to green, guys. Back to green. All right, let me sell one. Not be greedy. Like a freaking. Oh shit, we're up a lot. Let's go. I'll take 475 after all this crap I went through with this account. Who told me to sell? Oh, you guys suck. Oh man, you guys told me to take profit. I blame it on you guys. Hold on. Someone type it in, please, so I could someone type it so I could blame it on you. But I went through so much on this account that better off to sell. I almost got stopped out on this trade too. Oh, we got a nice, beautiful trap right there. Oh, that was a good sell. I knew to take profit. I knew it. It's easy. Trading is easy. Yeah, I don't see my Phidias account. There it is. I wasn't logged into it. I was like, I thought I had a Phidias live. Trading is not easy? Nah. Easiest thing ever. Just press buttons and make money. Did you guys see? There was an episode on Dave Ramsey. He was a day trader. He said he makes 30 to 60 grand a month and he's asking for advice on real estate. And they asked him, what does he do? He said he's a day trader. And of course, it was with prop firms. And the problem is, like, he's only made like money since like March. So I didn't listen to the full episode, but like, if you're making money for 2-3 months, doesn't mean you make that much money a month. When you say you make 30, 60K a month, it better be over like a course of like, 12 to 24 months, not. Because that's going to change. You're going to put, you're going to get put live on some prop firms and you just won't be able to do that all the time. It wasn't an interview. It was a Dave Ramsey show. I don't know if you know who that is, but it was pretty funny. I could probably find it somewhere. I wonder if he's on social media at all. Maybe I should call Dave Ramsey. You know how much viewers I could get? Maybe I could sneak in. It's like, oh, follow me on YouTube. Or in the comments, I could be like, oh, this is me. If you want to learn how to do it, follow my channel. Yeah, he has books. But it was just funny how it was a day trader and they actually hate day traders. And of course, it was a prop firm trader. All right, so that's done. Solid. If you're just tuning in, I was down $3,600 on this account from these two trades. Then I was up a shit ton here. I didn't sell it. I added, got stopped out because I had to take a loss. And I re-entered. Almost got stopped out again. But it worked. Like 85 points. It wasn't Dave that was actually on the show. It was the other two hosts, his daughter and the other guy. But the funniest thing is their response right away was like, wait a minute. We just had a caller that's making $900 a month. And you're making $30,000 a month? And that just put, I guess I should call in. Like, I make $56,000 a month. Yeah, Ramsey doesn't believe in like stocks, like I don't know. Ramsey's good, but not for like if you really want to get rich, it's not, I don't think that's how they do it. They do it for people that are not wealthy to just be smart with their money. Which in that case I agree. Like if you're making a normal salary, like 80 to 100 grand a year, and you are living within your means and you're saving your money, you gotta have a good life, versus someone that's making 250 a year, is blowing all their money, they're gonna be miserable. Do you know your average per month across all months? No. I mean, we could do the total, right? So we would do 542,000. And it's been 26 months since May. So May, June, 24, 26 months. Yeah. So 542 divided by 26. So 20,000, 21,000 a month, which is crazy. That's why when people ask me, like, what's your expenses? Like, I don't it's going to balance out, you know? I don't care. I don't want to know. Like, I just had Top Step rebuild. I have no idea what it rebuild or what account it gave me. But I just got an email that it rebuilt something. I made 20K a month, guys, trading for 1 minute a day for the most part. Some people said it yesterday at the Tradeify meeting that I found a glitch in the matrix with my strategy, but because it's different when you trade for 1 minute. When you're in the trade for 1 minute, when it happens midday. So like my traps and my two-legged pullbacks, those trades could also be like 10 seconds. But those happen midday. You got to watch the market. You got to sit there. You got to find the setup. The opening range trade is at 9:30 every day. And it's done at 9:31. Like today, I was pretty much out in 10 seconds. And I think by 9:31, I was done. I didn't enter till like 9:30 and like 20 seconds in to the market open. Let's go on like time, seconds. Let's go to a 5-second chart. Yeah, so the first 5 seconds, the market dipped and then it ripped. So I avoided that short. I would have went short if it would have broken that, but it didn't. So then I went long. So basically, I waited out that quick 5-second wick, and then that was my entry. And you could see it took 10 seconds. Doesn't seem like a long time, but on the opening range trade, 10 seconds is a long time. But just from like me showing this, there's a bunch of people trading this and they have their own version of it. You know, people were explaining it to me how they do it. You know, one person's doing that, one person's doing that. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. Like, that is not what I do, but you found your own version of it. And then moving forward, if the market conditions change, you know how to adapt to it and how to change. I changed the strategy, top X. Kind of gave myself more edge. And it's pretty much not bannable right now. Prop firms can't ban it. They would literally have to ban, you know, sub 10-second trades. And if they ban sub 10-second trades, then the prop firms are just going under. The best way to come up with the opening range trade is to trade the open every day. Dedicate an eval. No, NASDAQ. There's only like one. The only one I know of is One Up Trader. Elite Trader Funding removed it. Tick Trader removed it. My funded futures, as long as you do 5 points, you could do half a second trades. So that doesn't count. They just don't want high frequency trading. Top one is one of the worst prop firms, so I don't really care. Funded next. I could talk to Patrick. Like, yo, Pat, what kind of scam is this? But why would I care about shitty prop firms, you know? New ones. I don't care about new prop firms. If the new prop firms don't align with my strategy, then I'm not going to trade with them. I mean, I'm not going to even sweat it. There's like solid 6, 7 prop firms that you could use and not have to ever touch a brand new one. But I would come up with different ways. Now I know how I could come up with different ways to trade it. In the past, I didn't. I thought that was the only way to do it. But now I know. Oh, if it's 50% of your trades, then that's fine. Because my opening range trade, oftentimes it's longer than that. As long as they don't eliminate the profit from those trades. That's the biggest thing. Prop firms basically don't want you to make money scalping for a couple ticks at a time over, a lot of trades, a lot of contracts. Like 4-tick trades, 3-tick trades. You can make money doing, 3 ticks at a time. 10 contracts, 3 ticks. You'll be surprised how quickly it adds up. Do I have any evals? No, these 2 evals are passed already. I think on bull knocks I have one. Market's a little slow right now, but let's see if we could get it. So yeah, it's $79 I just made. 5 contracts, 4 ticks. Like, you do that on 20 accounts twice a day, and you can make a shit ton of money, So they don't want stuff like that. Oh, there's a couple prop firms that don't like sub 10-second trades. Not Apex is fine. Bull Knox is fine. Take Profit Trader is fine. Elite Trader Funding is fine. Tick Trader is apparently good now. Top Step is okay. My funded futures, it's got to be 5 points. So my funded futures is not good for that. Lucid has a little bit of that rule as well. But again, it's all about like abusing the scalping. That's what they don't want. I have a 25K account today, loss of 1,100 on one trade, and now profit 650. Do I not include today as a trade? You have to get a denial first. Yeah, they might let you slide, but if they don't let you slide, then I think Lucid has something about 10-second trades. I'm not sure. Let me just see what we could find. I gotta buy Lucid accounts actually. Trading rules. Micro scalping. Very small price movements using very large size within extremely short time frames. The goal is to exploit how simulated flows work rather than execute a sustainable trading strategy. This is not the same as genuine scalping. Yeah. So see, as long as it's realistic. And it's 50% of your profits are held for 5 seconds or less. And then they'll do a review. So again, it's when you abuse it, you use massive size. If you're actually trading and you take a trade and it's quick, then you're fine. Like if I do the opening range trade every day, I don't dictate how fast it's gonna be. Some days it's 5 seconds, some days it's a second, some days it's a minute, right? I don't know how long it's gonna take, but they're gonna see that's the same trade every time. Does Code ALP work on TPT Pro account resets? No, there's no discount on those, unfortunately. Top Step is on top. What puts, for you personally, what puts Top Step above Take Profit Trader? Because for me, Take Profit is, yeah, but it's the end of day is such a like, I don't know why I don't see an issue with this. Is it my trading style? Because the trailing drawdown is only there until you get to the safety net. Right? You get to the safety net and you could daily request payouts versus on Top Step. You're going to trade for 5 days. You cannot request within the safety net either. So it's not like you can, but you're going to lose the drawdown. So it's no point. And you can only request 50% of your profits. I'm not saying Top Step is bad because I like Top Step, but I just can't see how we could put them above Take Profit Trader. Take Profit Trader is more than half cheaper. So like a 50K account is $100 on Take Profit Trader. Plus you get a refund if you get it to a payout, but whatever, if you don't get it to a payout. Versus on Top Step, that's $200. I just don't see how Top Step could be above Take Profit, personally. Also, NQ Hunter, you have Trade Day now. Trade Day is very similar to Take Profit. And you have end of day. You have end of day drawdown on Trade Day. They just launched a promo today, guys. I gotta get a code with them. But let me see something. Let me see if I can get a code really quick. I don't know how their affiliates work. Trying to see something. But yeah, trade day is one second, guys. I just want to do something really quick. Oh my god, I gotta do a W9. Whatever. I don't need the code for now. But yeah, trade day is really awesome. The challenge drawdown sours my interest. Yeah, but end of day drawdown doesn't exist in real live accounts either. And trading 30 funded accounts does not exist in live accounts either. Right? So we're not trading live accounts, so you can't compare. The biggest thing is, like, I was the same way. I was the same way. And I tried Take Profit Trader and I got 33 payouts in a row and my mind has changed, right? I'm not going to convince you because I don't need to. It's your choice. But I know the change that Take Profit did for me. Like, I took out every single dollar I made on those accounts. I took it out. I did not, I blew the accounts and I did not lose a single dollar of money that I could have withdrawn. Versus on every other prop firm that I blew, I had thousands of dollars that I've made on them that I could have withdrew if I just had a couple more days of trading. TPT's end of day drawdown in the live account, not in the sim funded. If they were live in the sim funded account, guys, we would be in big trouble. The hedging game and services would have a field day every time. What would stop someone getting a 150K account with Take Profit and a 150K account with Top Step? You know, you hedge them in each direction. Well, actually, you know what? Top Step has a scaling plan, so that wouldn't work. There's got to be another prop firm, though. TPT end of day, nope. End of day at Pro Plus accounts. I got excited in the email NASDAQ trader as well, but unfortunately it's just Pro Plus accounts. Yeah, some of these prop firms use marketing, you know, hype. like Trade Day saying trade up to 6 accounts. That doesn't mean you can have 6 funded accounts. You know, it's really like a false advertisement in a sense, because when you say you could trade 6 accounts, you think it's funded, but those are not. You can only have 3 funded. I think I'm gonna scalp here a little bit more on this eval, see how my scalping skills are. I've never paid for one eval on Bullnox that wasn't 90% off, because I have 90% off recurring. I'll be requesting $3,000 to start my month with Bullnox. I'm on day 9 today. Tomorrow will be day 10. To make 50K in a month on a personal account, you would need to put a 3 million. No. $3 million? You're making 50K on your interest. Maybe not 50K, but you better be making a lot more money than 50K on a $3 million account. On interest, you make 10,000. Jim, I thought you were saying I've seen someone turn 300K to 20K. I've seen that too. Oh man, I've seen that too. Someone was telling me yesterday, I forgot. So I talked to so many people yesterday, I forgot. But someone was doing well in crypto, and it just started to kind of, you know, made a lot, but kept holding, and it just kind of cut all the gains from 2020 to 2021. You know, you bought anything, was going straight up. But to make 50K realistically trading a month, you realistically need to be able to risk 50K, in my opinion. If you're willing to risk 50K, you should be able to make 50K if you're really aggressive. You don't need 3 million. 3 million, you should be making millions in trading. Because trading is not 2%. Trading is, you know, way, you can make 100%, 200%, $1,000% return in day trading accounts. It's a lot different than investing. Damn, what a long. And this looks so different on the freaking 1 minute. Where did I sell my order? I don't even know. Should probably not even look. Well, actually, I sold it pretty good. Is Bookmap? Why? With 20 million, you could DCA and never lose a trade. Oh, you'll be surprised. What if you DCA during like COVID market? I mean, not COVID market. Tariff market last, you know, in March. You're not surviving that. It's gonna go by so quick. You might survive if you invest. But once you start adding up, oh, things go quick. Unless you're going to be using like baby size, you know. You never lose until you do lose. What do I think about Lilu trading? I have not used them in 2 years. Maybe even 3 years. I feel like Lilu is like not on the same like page as any other prop firm. Like they're not on the same level. I don't know. They have like terrible payout policies and stuff like that. So I don't know. I haven't looked. I used to trade with them. They're the only prop firm I don't have positive equity from. Literally. Like the only prop firm. Maybe I did one up trader or earn to trade once, or I might have done earn to trade or one up trader, one of them. So maybe there's two prop firms that I don't have payout from. Can I explain ticks, points, and dollar amount? I could say really quickly and you're gonna forget. So you should definitely. I actually have a video on my channel about that. Ticks are $5 on a NQ. Points is $20. So for every tick, it's $5. There's 4 ticks in a point. So multiply that by 4. That is $20. On micros, you divide it by 10. So micros is 50 cents for a point. I mean, for a tick. And $5 for, I mean, no, $20. No, $2. Sorry. Now I confused you more. It's $2. It's the same thing as mini just divided by 10, right? $2, $20, 50 cents, $5. But for example, on gold, I have no idea what it is. Is it $10? $5? I have no idea. What's gold? Tradeify has nice end of day drawdown funded accounts. Yes, Tradeify is the best. I would say Tradeify is the best prop firm when it comes to like regular accounts. The only way like Apex is better than Tradeify is because of the 20 accounts, right? And you're like uncapped in payouts on Apex technically. For most of us, right? There's gonna obviously be a cap, but for most of us, like to get there, it's gonna take forever. But Tradeify does not have a safety net. Literally 150K account on Tradeify, you gotta make $4,500 to take out 3,000. I think that's how it is, right? Or is it $2,500? Maybe it's 2,500. I don't even know. And Tradeify has a 50% off discount right now for one account. And we're squeezing back to the highs by end of the day. Let me see. I forget the payouts. Okay, payout. Okay, so advance it's 4,500 and the growth is 5,000. And you could request 2,500 for the first payout. And it keeps going higher and higher. Yeah, so the 150K accounts are really cool. Even the 50K accounts are not bad. I really got to get 5 accounts with Tradeify. I've never done that. ORB lot size is varied. Take profit also varies. Today it was 26 ticks. 27. It's on their website. It's called Code TVT. Mohammed, I don't have control over that. You should be able to pick whichever account you want, no? Someone just emailed me, so I'm responding to his email in case he's watching. I'm gonna just add up my payouts. Okay, let's tally up. Oh, we're dumping again. This ES looks weaker, never mind. All right, so this is my month. Let's add up. bull knocks, for example. I suck at this. Come on. This. So 13,000 from bull knocks. I'm definitely gonna have to make a video about this. $26 from Apex. Take profit is 8431. Lucid was 2,000. Tradeify. $3,000 from Tradeify, 3,100. ETF 2,750. That's it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prop firms. For 56,000. I could have doubled my take profit trader. I just didn't copy all my accounts. Okay. It's going to be a thumbnail. Mohammed, yeah, you'll be able to choose. They usually email me when it's ready. Can you explain a little bit about straight to fund and Tradeify? Well, you just skipped the evaluation. Do I recommend it? I don't know. Even for me, it seems expensive, and I get payouts all the time. And the problem is, now with 50% off, they have a 50% off sale right now for one account per person. With that one, I say go straight to funded. It's a good deal. But like on a 150K account, I got to make $9,000 to get a payout. All right, so it's the 50K straight to funded is $3,000 profit to take out $2,000 versus on the eval funded, you got to make $2,100 to make $1,500. So it depends how you look at it, right? Depends how you look at it. Is it easier to make $2,000 and to take out $1,500, or is it better to make $3,000 to take out $2,000? Depends how consistent you are, and now you got to trade for 7 days. Are you able to make $3,000 in 7 days? Not that you have to, but I am gonna pass evals with them for NFP. That's going to be my goal. Yes, consistency is also different. The consistency on Trade to Fund is 20%, very tight. So in order for you to get a payout in 5 trading days, you would have to be at exactly the same P&L every single day. Because 100% divided by 5 is 20%. So in order to be at 20% every single day would have to be exactly the same, which is difficult to do. But you got to trade for 7 days anyway, so. In growth, there's 35% consistency. So it's a lot. It's a lot more. Market's kind of slowing down here, so I'm gonna try to scalp a little bit on this eval here on Bull Knox. See if we could make some profit. Are we thinking long or short? Well, I'm going long. And I'm out. Just practicing my scalping, see if I could. Is it worth trading like this on the funded? But the problem is this is what I do when I scalp. See, it goes more and I re-enter and then maybe I'll get lucky this time. Yeah, see, I made more. But then I keep doing that and eventually I get caught. And I just made $264 making 4 to 6 ticks or 7 ticks. You can make so much money. And this is what the prop firms kind of, that's why they put those rules in, you know, for the sub 5-second trades or whatever. Because if you abuse it like this, I mean, you could do it in a live account too. I don't know. I don't know about other instruments, but I know on ES and NQ, you could definitely do it on the live account. With 3 contracts, 5 contracts, you could get fills the same way. It's not sim abuse. On bonds and stuff, I don't know. So I made 92,000. I didn't make quite 100. I made 92,000 over the last 2 months. Divide that by 2. 46 average times 6. 276 plus 150. So I could technically still beat last year. Just gotta keep pushing. I kind of want to just activate a new account and just scalp. Get a trading day in it. Last year was 370, I believe. I don't even know exactly what it was. 370, I'm pretty sure. Actually, it was 345. Not 370. It's 345. Yeah. Could have been better. It could have been better for sure. Last year I had some bad months, but so I had some bad months this month. I mean, this year already too. How do you choose between 500 ticks and 1 minute? I use 500 ticks to execute my trades. 1 minute is like a bigger time frame. 1 minute is a much bigger time frame than 500 ticks. Like when the market's volatile, it's like 500 ticks is like 3 to 4 times faster, sometimes even more. Like a 500 tick candle could form in 5 seconds. But sometimes it could even take an hour. Like in an Asian session, it could take an hour to form. That's why I like it. It's based on volume, you know? So you could kind of gauge the volume with just seeing the candlesticks, and you get used to it. The big thing is like on QUANTOWER, it's so smooth. Versus on NinjaTrader, I feel like it's little like slow. So you have to get some kind of plugin, or someone was telling me. Someone was saying you need to get like a tick refresh or something. But like on Tradeify, it seems pretty nice. Am I executing ORB on 500 tick? No, I'm executing the ORB on 30 seconds. But there's only one reason for that. See this timer? That's what I use. So this is my queue. And then I know like when the next candle opens, that's when the market opens. Versus with tick charts, I wouldn't know when the market opens, right? I would have to look at the clock, which is distracting. And boom, market's open. Now I know. Versus on the tick chart, you know, it's still the same candle from previous time. So it's like, I prefer the tick charts. However, I execute on the 30-second. But the opening range trade doesn't really matter, because it's not a pattern-based strategy. But I want to get, like, my goal this time around is a little different than last. I got a little bit of, you know, the overconfidence bug. It creeped up a little bit. So right now I'm thinking once I get to, like, let's say after tomorrow, if I win and this account is like at 154,000, slow it down. This account should be able to survive 3 losing trades on the ORB, you know? On Apex, once I'm at 53, 54,000, slow it down even way more. Keep those accounts long term. You know, after like 3 months, once I get to uncapped payouts, those accounts could be pretty nice. And see if I could sustain accounts long term. You know, going through, let's say, 3, 4 losses, can the accounts survive? I should also do like a max daily loss. I don't know. Do you guys know if on Rhythmic, let's say if I set a max loss for $700, will it reset the next day? It will, right? Like, it will let me trade again next day. I don't have to change it. Yeah, so I'm thinking about doing like a max loss of like $800 on the 150K accounts and see how long it could last me if I just do 2 contracts. If I lose, I lose. And don't touch those accounts, you know? Just have like 2 dedicated accounts for that. I could trade those Apex accounts now because they got the payouts taken out. Just realized that. But see, I have $3,300 in this account, so all I got to do is make $800. So I'm gonna flip them today and then get 7 days in, make $200 a day. Should get me to like 55,000. Is trade copying better on QUANTOWER? I don't know if it's better. It's pretty good. I have issues with certain prop firms once in a while. I'm not going to mention because I don't know if it's them or what it is, but I haven't done it and I haven't had any issues. So I'm scared to add that one prop firm to it to kind of confirm if that's the issue. I was telling Brett yesterday about this. So you have request copying and then you have portfolio copying. So request copying will copy everything. Portfolio copying is a better copy trader, but it will not copy the brackets. This is how Tradeify works. They told me this one is more stable, but it doesn't copy brackets. When you say you may activate a new account, is that kind of like how TPT has credits to use for new accounts? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you explain the issue with NinjaTrader and the ticks? No, there's no issue. It's just slower. So like the refresh rate is slower. So it almost looks like the chart is not as smooth or it lags a little bit. But you get used to it. I'm just so used to QUANTOWER that. Samir, yes, someone said that last time I was showing it. I don't know where you get it though. And I don't know if it's free or not. Do I have a personal account? I don't have it funded, no. I have a personal account with NinjaTrader and I had it with AMP Futures, but I closed it. But with NinjaTrader, I still have it. I might actually fund a little bit for fun. Do 2 contracts. But then if I lose, I'm going to say, oh, it's because I have a live account. Jinx. Or maybe I'll put 10 grand in there and then do like 1 contract. I'm definitely tired, guys. I've barely slept. TPT, I love you. We all love TPT. TPT is the #1 prop firm. We love TPT. $1,000 payout today. Ooh, someone is celebrating. If they had 1 day to pass, they would be out of business, Dalvin. They would be out of business. I wish they had 1 day to pass with 5 days trading, meaning no consistency. That's all I want. Just no consistency. I don't care about trading for 5 days. With a 25K account, um, 25K account is pretty easy. They would take the whole game, yeah, and people would freaking run them to the ground. Not sustainable model, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Dalvin. That's why I haven't gone back to the accounts. Because look, I don't want to waste my time trading evals. I want to focus on what actually is gonna make me money, right? And today I forgot to add the Take Profit Trader eval to the you know, I'm at $1,000 away from passing and I forgot to add it. I'm thinking about resetting one 25K account. It's just for $440 I could get 4 evals. Because the evals are $100. Once you get the evals, that's why I like the 150K accounts. So the 150K accounts, once you pay for it once, then it's $100 every time to redo it. So if you fail, it's only $100. So it costs the same as a 25K or a 50K account. That's the glitch, okay? So if you have a 150K account with take profit and an eval. If you blow it, the next time for you to do 150K eval, it's only $100. Obviously until it rebuilds, but you have a whole month to do it. Do we have to make a buffer amount of a reset? Yes. It resets it completely to 0. I wish it didn't. I wish it gave you like what the balance. If it gave you what the balance was day before, they would also be out of business. People would just keep resetting. My average eval pass cost is around 341. Interesting. Never done that math. Oh, Dalvin, you're driving yourself crazy by that, probably. It's like with my DJ business, I don't keep track of all the expenses. It would drive me nuts. Yeah, straight to funnel would be worth it, but I think about that sometimes too. But with take profit, the evals are different. I can't compare take profit evals to Apex evals. Because the way I trade take profit evals are going to be actual trading versus Apex evals is less of actual trading. However, in order to pass the 150K accounts with Apex, I got to trade kind of like more realistically. Like an actual trade, like the reversal pattern, like that I just took earlier for, I was up almost $4,000 on that. Yeah, it's not bad. That's why I might reset one. Hopefully I'll pass the 150K and then kind of work on the other evals while I trade those 2 accounts to a buffer. It's just a slow process, very slow process. But I got to decide today so I could at least flip and count today as a trading day. And we have a short week. The cool thing about Take Profit too is they count holidays as trading days, which I didn't know that till Juneteenth. They counted Juneteenth as a trading day. Up to 11K in profit today. Would you? Does the market open on Friday? I don't know. Does anyone know? I think it does. I'm pretty sure futures only close on Thanksgiving and on Christmas and maybe New Year's. I think those are the 3 days. Do you know much about flipping on Apex? There's no flipping rules on Apex. You just gotta trade for 5 days profitably. You need 5 profitable days, and that's it. There's no flipping after that. You could do whatever you want. So there's technically no flipping rules. It's just profitable days. Yeah, Danny, I'm going to be calling it a day here too. It's 1:30 and I'm starving. I am so hungry that I'm ready to call it a stream because I want to make a video about the 56K June. I just got approved with Apex for 4 more K, which puts me at 56,000, which puts me at basically equal to my second best month ever. And back then there was no safety net required. So this is my second best month ever. But before I do that, I want to go eat. And I obviously have been sleeping for like 4 hours a day since Friday. Well, Friday actually I slept. Oh, actually no. Friday to Saturday I didn't maybe like 8 hours, but no way 8 hours. 7 hours maybe. But then last 2 nights it's been like 4 to 5 hours. So I'm starting to feel it. Can you come to South Korea and give us a talk about prop trading? It's new everywhere. There's no need to come there. We could just do a talk on YouTube. Is South Korea allowed in most of the prop firms? Do I have iRacing? Yes, I do. Do I play it? Not often. I've been paying and donating to iRacing for the last 5 years or so. Actually, more than that. Jeez. Probably getting close to 10 years now. I don't even know what it is. I would have to log in. What did you get? And do you have a good I rating? Because I don't. Sigmagic, nice. P2000 pedals. I'm not familiar with those. Are those the feedback pedals? No. Oh, they are. All right, guys, I am falling asleep here. So 3 OLEDs, 55-inch. Damn, that's a big rig. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Awesome day. And fought back from down 3,000 on one account. So pretty cool. And we'll do it again tomorrow. I'll definitely post a video later today as well, breaking down my payouts. So I'll see you all tomorrow, and I'll see you guys on the video. And then from the video comments, we'll do a giveaway tomorrow. But I'll remind you tomorrow about that. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And don't forget, TVT on Tradeify will give you 50% off for one account. I don't get anything for that. Just want to make sure you guys know about it. I'll post a video later today. All right, guys. Have a good one. And yeah, I need to go eat. I am starving. Gotta cook something. Till next time.